Hello, Narnach here. Welcome back to Duskers. Let's salvage. So, let's see. We already visited these two and we set ourselves up to explore this Class B private ship because we're looking for fuel, because we don't have a lot of propulsion fuel left. We have enough to make one more jump to one other derelict, after which we need to make the jump to the next system. So let's see what we encounter. How are our drones looking? They're looking pretty good. Still slightly confused as to why I only had 3 ships enter last time rather than 4. But yeah, we'll see. Let's enter. Scanning inconclusive. That's becoming our default opening, I think. Let's see, a lot of static in this message. Blah blah blah. Indicate silent till the cause and scale. Attacks have been accessed. Delegates. Silent running? That's really not helping a lot. Let's see. We picked up a signal. Let me begin. D10 is open. Slightly concerned about that. We actually have drone number 4 here. That's positive. Let's see, this is one of our... Let's see, do a ship scan. Let's see. Ooh. We have defenses. That should. Oh, that's defense. We shot one in room 7. Not sure where room 7 was. Oh, wow, that's next over here. That was already something in there. Cool. So let's use our motion. Oh, yeah, we need to be more specific. So let's say motion on drone 1, because that one is actually where we are. So interfaces actively engaged, motion sensors actively engaged. We have door 10 open. And we have drones 3 and 4 ready to go out. And let's see, let's take Twiki and do a part swap. So if we have the interface and the motion sensor all lined up, let's exchange that for the gatherer. So we can just leave mouse where it is and scan around with this one. Maybe we should disable defenses again. So we now know room 8 to be clear. We know room 7 to be clear and room 5 is open. Nothing has come out as of yet. Calling myself slightly optimistic in that regard. And we found a drone named Zach, which we can actually tow back. Wow, this is a nice find. Oh yeah, of course. I just decided to swap the tow out, didn't I? So if we leave the motion sensor for what it is right now, let's make Twiki more of an active investigator. We can just tow it back and let's see, navigate 3 back to 1, just so we don't have to manually pilot. So we can stop towing and we can navigate 3 back to room 5. Let's do some exploration. See what else is in that room. Okay. Pathfinding is arguably one of the parts of the game that needs a little bit of work for the edge cases where it's not as easy to navigate. But maybe that's part of the intentional difficulty as well. Okay, so we disabled the guns and we shot everything that was to be shot. Nothing is moving. I think there was only the fuel. Yeah. So 1 day of propulsion. And that jumps up. Okay. So let's be sure. Close up these. There's a hot vent in room 6, I believe. Let's close up that one and activate the defenses. If something pops up in room 6, it will get popped, so to say. Now, let's continue scouting. Let's see, this is access hatch. And there's an interface over here. Ship scan. No new results. Room 8 and room 5 inconclusive, but we've already investigated them to be empty. Okay, let's see. We can open up room 22. If something wanders through, guns will take it out. We can do the same thing for that one. So, if anything is in here, it will walk over, which just happened. And if there used to be something in here, it can also wander over and get shot to bits over here. So that feels very good. We took out yet another enemy. So for now, we can assume these 2 rooms to be clear. Otherwise, something would have happened, would have already moved over. So let's see, close up that one and close up the other one. Then we can just, yeah, let's just directly navigate in. In case of trouble, we got trouble. Okay, interface up. Yeah, still the same ship scan, so let's gather all. Plum. Okay. Let's see, any other rooms? Yeah, we can explore room 4, navigate room 3 to room 5. Let's open up that door. Taking a reasonably cautious approach here. Let's disable defenses and head into room. Into the next room. Wait. We had the problem that this was partially barricaded, so we have to go through here. Already disabled the guns, so we can just head in here. Should be perfectly safe. Then let's have a look at room 11. So this is the other half of the room we just explored. Don't think we can actually get any more info. Nope, we can't. Okay. Similar here. Okay. So let's get a motion sensor up here. So we send the drone back. Let's just be the drone was navigating by schema, not by actual knowledge that the room was actually blocked. And that's one of the charms of the game, I suppose, to a certain degree. When you have this rinky-dinky salvage ship, and all you have is a couple of drones that just have a random assortment of gear, so you don't expect top-of-the-line pathfinding on those drones either. Let's see, swap. Yeah, toe for motion sensor. Because yeah, there's no point in having two of them. On the other hand, let's put the second motion sensor on the generator bot and grab our toe back, like so. Okay. We now have Twiki with a toe, an interface and a gatherer. So you can just go about and grab stuff. The mouse is just for motion sensing and interfacing. And Sarah, we just plop down wherever we need power. And she can run a motion sensor from that point as well. Because currently both mouse and Sarah are in the same room. One drone could have done both jobs. So that's a useful one to reconsider. And of course we got Corey with the shield and the lure. But for now that doesn't seem overly relevant. So we have the last little bit of the ship remaining. If we close room 5 again, let's see, we can activate all the defenses again. So open up room 13. That was just a transporter signal, not actually something running into room 6. That's remaining awfully quiet. Hypothetically, we can assume there was nothing in that room there. Okay. That's so let's close up. Door 13, close it. Shut down the defenses. Let's set up a plan. We need a scanner into a different direction, so we move mouse. Let's move mouse to room 3, because then we can scan 2 rooms at the same time. So we open up door 18 and door 21, and we can navigate mouse to room 3. And we can run a motion sensor over there. Motion on mouse, of course. And of course, there's nothing on the other side of the line that actually helps us scan. So let's move to room 6 and see if things actually change for the better. Okay, that just got shot already. Yeah, okay. Motion scanner. Still nothing to see. Okay, well, we can reasonably assume room 13 is clear, since nothing elected to commit suicide by gun. And that assumption indeed makes sense. So the ship gets bigger this way. Let's try in vain if we can run a motion sensor, and there's something to the left of room 16. And we need to find another power grid. We also know that there's a big room up there. That seems to be clear for now. So we can send Twiki over there. Let's for now close room 8 and room 6 just to keep a tight grip on everything. Then we open up door 10 and we navigate Twiki to room 5, and after that we open up room 14 and we navigate Twiki to whatever's on the other side. point in time we don't actually... Ooh, wow, actually navigated through. Wasn't expecting that to be possible. Well, we found a power supply and something we can tow. What is this? Info. Power inlet and a ship upgrade. Remote power. Ooh, it's one of my favorites. Okay, so we just have to make sure Twiki gets back. And we can navigate Sarah to room 10. And then run generator over there. And in the meantime, if we close Act 1, dock A6. I think I need to add a space there. So Act 1, dock A6. So we redock on this room over here. Makes it a bit easier to tow things back in. Let's see. Let's first get our tow back in. So we open up A6, navigate Twiki to room 1. Let's. We also found an info terminal. Tow once again. Let's see. Mouse is in there, scanning. That's, on the one hand, that's a very useful activity. On the other hand, Sarah also has a motion sensor. So potentially we can let someone else do that. But for now, Twiki is done grabbing stuff. Let's interface. Do a ship scan. Okay, so we know there's another gun in the bottom room. And we found a bunch of items that we want to loot. So the room with the gun is a room we want to go to. Of course. Easiest way, as I see, is just activate the defense gun and see if anything happens. It seems, in fact, nothing happened. So if we open up door 28 and door 17, we can get a path up from this room, through here, to the gun, and hopefully the monster will commit suicide by gun. If we're lucky. Ta-da! Suicide by gun. And let's close room 11 again. Okay, so at this point I have no more reason to believe that there are monsters anywhere, which is good. Which I can just focus on exploring. So let's shut down the defenses and go through here. Maybe I should gather all with one. Wait. Oh god. Yeah, mouse of course only has a motion sensor and interface. It's Twiki that can deliver us the goodies. Okay, so we open up door 17, door 28, door 27. And we send out the Twiki. Let's not open up the airlock. Then I forgot door 17. Gather all with Twiki, send mouse back home. And this, I think this is a very, very successful salvaging operation. Let's declare end. Have the close command ready. Okay, so when I keep saying that this game is part roguelike and part puzzle game, this playthrough seems to emphasize the puzzle game a lot. I have enough motion sensors to get information, to deduce where things are, got enough interface modules, and enough strategically placed sentry guns to reason my way through the game. Luck will probably strike, or bad luck will probably strike. With a bit of luck we get a cloak, and if we lose access to the motion sensors in some way, either because we run out of charges or because decide to break or something unfortunate happens, then there are other styles of gameplay that are closer to the roguelike experience. But we'll just have to see. I think that there's also a monster type that's more closer to a blob of goo. That doesn't move, it just seems to multiply, which you can't detect with motion scanner, so of course that's something I can't detect, and thus I can't reason my way through it, which makes for interesting gameplay as well. But I haven't encountered one of those just yet, so we'll just have to wait and see until another episode. So this episode we got more fuel, propulsion fuel, and we got a bunch more scraps. We got a generator. Oh, Zach had a generator. Oh, nice. Actually, let's have a quick look at our drones. So, of course, we have Zach, who no longer has his generator because he's a spare drone. Which means we could have... Oh, we have a spare generator. For now, let's keep it at we have a spare generator. I was going to say let's bring a second generator, but we also have a ship upgrade. And remote power allows us to power a power socket remotely. So basically we already have the second generator right now. Okay, so choices. We just cleared this one. We could potentially go here. But if we want to move further from this space, we need to find at least 2 propulsion fuel. Okay, let me see. We have 3 propulsion fuel right now. Jumping to here uses up 2, leaves us with 1. From here, we need 3 fuel to get to the nearest point. That requires us to find 2 propulsion or bust. Given that this is a barge A, it's going to be a big ship. But there are no guarantees of what kind of loot we will find there. That might not be the best one. Jumping over to this military vessel, even if we just find a single unit of propulsion fuel, that will be enough to jump forward to another one. So this is going to be the target for next episode, already jumping there. So I thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. It's going to be another B-class ship, so that will be another episode of about 20 minutes if I'm lucky enough to not get insta-murdered in the first room. But we'll have to wait and see until next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.